So, welcome to an inbox review on this giant. This is the 1/16th scale Revell Golden Eagle. If y'all remember, I just did the review on this regular size 1/25th Golden Hawk, and I was mentioning this one, and this is the day. We're going to just take a look at what's in the box, and I'm going to start calling these what's in the box, because that's what we're doing. The idea is, I'm not building this right now. The idea is to give an idea of what's in the box and what's not in the box. So if somebody's shopping for this on eBay or something, they know exactly what they're getting. Because you can't tell everything from the box. This is, of course, quite a bit more detailed than the smaller version. You can see you get things like the plug wires, as if you couldn't come up with plug wires. But features such as the tire rack swings out. Now I don't know if the, I don't recall if the little tailgate folds down. But that's one of the things we're going to find out by opening the box. And they're talking about the winch. I think there's some thread or something that comes with the kit that you can wrap around there. But I don't think it spins. And it is highly detailed, as you're about to find out. And it is really a unique kit. I'm glad to have it. The backstory on this, I got it really, honestly, about 20 years ago. This came out of a friendship in the old Yahoo clubs, groups, where I had a friend that was in the Army, and he was stationed in Germany. And needless to say, you could get some great trades with him because he had access to all the German, Revell of Germany releases in the hobby shops right around the corner from where he's stationed. So you can see it's got a Euro price tag on it. Came directly from Germany at a time when you couldn't get this one in the United States, and you really still can't. It was released by Revell here in the United States earlier, but I don't recall. I don't have the back history. This one here, I'm just going to spin it around to show. Oh, I thought I was, yes I am going to be right there. It says 1989-2002. That must have been the original release, and I think that was when it was released in the United States, but the box art looked very different. This one is very likely from 2002. And now we're gonna open the box and check it out. I know it's upside down. So when you open the lid, this is what you get. There are two giant bags in there, and they did go to the extra trouble of wrapping the tires separately so they don't fuse to the windshield. Offhand, I don't recall where the clear parts are, but we'll find out when we open up all these. There they are. So, are they separate bagged from the... I think so, yeah. They're in a separate bag inside of a bag. So, a bag inside of a bag. And over here, you have your instructions, and we'll get into that in a moment. And there is this extra little thing that houses the decals. Now at first glance you'll say, well that is a terrible looking Golden Eagle. It doesn't look good at all. It looks like a cartoon. They did a terrible job representing that for the Jeep. Actually, that's how it looks on the real Jeep. Jeep made it look like a cartoon. Boy, if I had a real Golden Eagle, I think I would have to go with a different aftermarket graphic or something because, man. But that's the one that will go on this one. Anyway, let me get everything out of their bags and we'll get started looking at this stuff. Okay, so now I've got some parts laid out, and we're going to call this the brown bag because all the parts in it was brown. And I think I'm going to go to the instructions first because I want to point out a couple of things I noticed. This one here where it says do not glue. That is on the windshield surround. And then over here, it answers the question. I'm on the wrong one. No, I'm not. I'm on the right one. Yeah. It answers the question on whether or not the tailgate folds down. It does. And there's a reason to do an unboxing right there, is because it didn't say that on the box. But let's look at those parts. There's the tailgate right there. Let me bring it closer because I can't even get over there. So it's really just not showing up very well, or maybe it is and I'm not able to see anything. But you definitely have the hinges. Boy, it'd be neat to build this in brown, wouldn't it? And there's a little hinge that fell off the sprue. There's the other one. Anyway, various engine parts. It's not an extraordinarily detailed engine, it's just big. And you got your hinges on the hood there. And your hinges on the front windshield frame. That's something that, you know, all Jeeps, the windshield folds down for whatever. Even on the modern ones today, you buy the regular Jeep and it's going to do that. I don't know why. Okay, the door cards. I'm not one to build a Jeep with the doors on, but that's pretty good. Look at the texture there. If I can get any closer on that. Yeah, I can. There we go. Now the dashboard, this looks really neat. Look at that. There's no need to paint this in bed liner because it already has that texture on it. It's on the top. Sort of. They went around as far as they could with the injection molding. Other than that, you got the roll bars, which just look like roll bars, and a fire extinguisher. But let's move on to the body here. There's the detail on the body. Not much to it, it's just big. And the bottom of it, let me flip it over. You know, I don't know what the bottom of a real Jeep looks like. But I mean, it probably doesn't have all these ejector pin marks, but there it is, 1979. Alright, well I think that wraps it up for this bag, and now let's get the other bag. Okay, so here's where some real goodies are. This is all the suspension, and that's a motorcycle. There it goes, and we're back. So let's look up close. Here's the frame, and I'm not going to name everything because, gosh, you can see it. You know what they are. Very well detailed. It does definitely turn the opposable wheels. Look at those there. Try to get in closer. There we go. And I thought I saw on the instructions that the gas tank was separate, but yeah, right there. See that? Oh, the top of the gas tank. Okay, the other side. Okay. Must be somewhere. Yeah, it's over here. Never seen that before. Anyway, way back here, there's the front and back halves of the front seats. So you'll have a nasty seam there to fill. And here's all your black gas cans. Oh, that's the rear swing out tire holder. Spare tire holder. And your back seat. And you got your separate fender flares. Really helps. That is that. I'm sorry, I think I'm hearing noises out there. Okay, and then here's your silver tree. Your winch is up there. Nice looking bumper, shifters, mirrors. I'm gonna have to get closer on. And your wheels. And now right here, this is interesting. The hood clamps. It says, oh no, that's not hood clamps. These are hood clamps. It says do not glue those, and for a second there I was thinking they would swing out like they're supposed to, but it looks like it says don't glue them so that you can just pull them out to get the hood open. And so on. And other than that, we've got the I don't like these. There's the soft top. If you wanted to put it on, but I'm certainly not going to put it on. I wonder if there's detail on the bottom side of that. Nope. Okay, anyway, let me pull out the tires, get a good look at them, and we'll be right back. Alright, and here are the tires. Let me get in really tight on that. I think I can. They are BF Goodrich, and they are rubber. Very, very soft rubber. And there is the tread pattern there. Quite good. And then there is your plug wires, which is really just wire. And that wraps it up. So there's a good look at the inside of the box on the 1/16 Revell Jeep Golden Eagle. Alrighty, appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you on the next one. What was the next one I was going to do? Completely forgot.